There comes a time in every life when we must ask a simple question. Are we merely growing older, or are we continuing to grow stronger? After 50, that question becomes more than philosophical. It becomes biological. The difference between decline and renewal lies not in the passing of time, but in how we choose to nourish what time has built. Today, I want to speak to you about something so unassuming that most overlook it completely: gelatin. It is neither glamorous nor new, but within its simplicity lies an astonishing power, the ability to support our body's regeneration, to restore what time has quietly taken. You will not find it advertised on billboards or shouted in slogans. Yet the science behind it speaks with quiet certainty, and it is this quiet truth that deserves our attention. So let's begin, not with promises, but with understanding. As we advance through life and cross the threshold of 50, the body begins to reveal the subtle yet undeniable effects of time. Muscles recover more slowly. Joints protest small movements that once felt effortless, and skin gradually loses its youthful elasticity. These changes are not mere inconveniences. They are reflections of a deeper biological truth. The body's regenerative capacity begins to wane. It is at this juncture that we must look not only toward medical innovation, but also toward the building blocks of our own biology. Gelatin, though simple in form, holds within it the potential to aid regeneration and restore resilience in ways that are both elegant and profound. At its core, gelatin is a natural protein derived from collagen, the primary structural material in our connective tissues, the glue that holds us together, quite literally. When we are young, collagen synthesis is abundant. The body repairs and replaces tissue with precision and speed. Yet after 50, this process slows. The skin loses firmness, tendons and ligaments lose flexibility, and the joints lose cushioning. Gelatin serves as a replenishing source of amino acids such as glycine and proline, the very components needed to rebuild and maintain this biological scaffolding. By providing these raw materials, gelatin supports the restoration of the body's natural resilience. In my years of observing health and disease, I've come to understand that true vitality arises from balance between the breakdown and renewal of life's processes. Gelatin assists in tipping that balance back toward renewal. It nourishes the connective tissues that keep our structure intact, reinforces the skin's elasticity that reflects our vitality, and supports the internal architecture that allows our organs to function in harmony. Its effect is not instantaneous, nor should it be expected to be. Rather, it works quietly, consistently, over time, just as healing itself does. There is also something profoundly democratic about this nutrient. It is not the property of laboratories or expensive interventions. It is found in simple foods, broths, stews, and traditional preparations that our ancestors relied upon for strength. In returning to such sources, we rediscover the wisdom of natural nourishment, not as an act of nostalgia, but as a scientific recognition of what the body truly requires to sustain itself. The science is increasingly clear. Regular intake of gelatin supports improved joint comfort, promotes mobility, and enhances recovery from physical exertion. For those over 50, these are not luxuries. They are necessities for maintaining independence and quality of life. When we speak of regeneration and resilience, We are speaking not merely of tissues and cells, but of the human spirit's desire to continue growing, contributing, and living fully. To nurture the body is to respect that spirit. Gelatin offers us an accessible, time-tested, biologically sound way to do exactly that, to support our structure so that we may continue our purpose. It reminds us that aging, when approached with understanding and care, is not a descent, but an evolution, one that can be strengthened, in part, by something as humble and powerful as gelatin. In the second half of life, one of the most significant, yet often overlooked transformations occurs within the digestive system. The gut, that complex and delicate ecosystem responsible for converting nourishment into vitality, begins to change subtly but steadily after the age of 50. The lining of the intestines becomes more permeable, stomach acid production may decrease, and the intricate rhythm of digestion can slow. These changes can manifest as discomfort, bloating, or nutrient deficiencies, signs that the body's internal harmony is being tested. In this stage of life, the importance of maintaining gut integrity cannot be overstated, for it is the foundation upon which all other aspects of health rest. It is here that gelatin offers remarkable, though understated, benefits. Gelatin is more than a culinary ingredient. It is a biological ally for the digestive system. When dissolved, it forms a soothing, gentle film that can help reinforce the mucosal lining of the gut. This lining is the barrier between the inner workings of our bodies and the external world of food and microbes. When that barrier weakens, as it often does with age, inflammation can follow. The amino acids in gelatin, particularly glycine and glutamine, have been shown to support the repair and maintenance of this protective layer. In doing so, they help restore integrity to the gut wall, allowing nutrients to be absorbed efficiently while keeping harmful substances at bay. Digestion is not simply a mechanical process. It is a conversation between the brain, the immune system, and the microbial world within us. A healthy gut contributes to clarity of thought, balanced mood, and stable energy. When the gut falters, the mind and body both feel the effects. Gelatin helps to restore that conversation, not by overpowering it, but by supporting its natural rhythm. It encourages better secretion of digestive enzymes, smoother movement of food through the tract, and improved assimilation of nutrients. For those over 50, these are not small improvements. They mean steadier energy, clearer focus, and a renewed sense of ease in daily life. Moreover, metabolism itself depends on efficient digestion. As metabolism slows with age, our ability to convert food into usable energy becomes less efficient. Gelatin, by supporting gut health and nutrient absorption, indirectly enhances metabolic balance. It promotes satiety, helping maintain a healthy weight, and stabilizes blood sugar through its influence on the digestive process. In a world preoccupied with quick fixes, this is a reminder that sustainable vitality is achieved not by force, but by alignment, by helping the body do what it already knows how to do. There is a quiet dignity in supporting the body's most fundamental processes. Gelatin's role in digestion and metabolism exemplifies that dignity. It does not act as a stimulant or an artificial aid. It acts as a restorer, a nurturer, a rebalancer, in choosing to strengthen the gut through something as natural and unassuming as gelatin. We honor one of life's most profound truths, that health begins in the unseen places, in the quiet workings of the body that sustain everything we do, think, and feel. After 50, that truth becomes not just important, but essential. As we continue our journey through life, beyond the age of 50, we come to understand that strength and beauty, structure and function are inseparable. Our bones, joints, and skin form the visible and invisible framework that carries us through the world. A living architecture that reflects both our history and our habits. With time, this framework begins to lose some of its original resilience. Bones become less dense, joints less lubricated, and skin less elastic. These are not mere cosmetic or mechanical changes. They are signs that the body's connective matrix, the tissue that binds every organ and structure, requires renewed attention and care. It is in this context that the role of gelatin becomes not only relevant, but deeply significant. Gelatin, derived from collagen, is the raw material of structure itself. Every strand of connective tissue, every joint surface, every dermal layer relies on collagen fibers for strength and flexibility. As the natural production of collagen declines with age, our ability to maintain these tissues diminishes. This decline is gradual and often silent until stiffness, fragility, or visible aging make it impossible to ignore. By reintroducing gelatin into the diet, we provide the body with the essential amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, that serve as the building blocks for collagen synthesis. It is not an artificial intervention, but a restoration of the body's original design. Consider the human joint, a marvel of engineering where bone meets bone through a cushion of cartilage and synovial fluid. Over time, that cushion thins, movement becomes less fluid, and discomfort becomes familiar. Gelatin's unique amino acid profile contributes to the maintenance and regeneration of this cartilage. It has been shown to support the production of collagen within joint tissue, improving flexibility and comfort. This is not about turning back time, but about maintaining the freedom to move without hesitation, to walk, to lift, to embrace life's physical experiences with confidence. The same principle applies to the skin, which is itself a mirror of our internal health. Collagen is the framework beneath the surface, holding moisture, tone, and elasticity. When that framework weakens, the skin sags, fine lines deepen, and we see the passage of years more clearly than we feel it. Supplementing with gelatin, over time, can help reinforce this matrix, restoring firmness and vitality from within. Unlike surface treatments or temporary fixes, this support arises at the cellular level, renewal that begins deep and radiates outward, even the bones. Those silent pillars of our structure are more dynamic than we imagine. They are constantly remodeling, breaking down and rebuilding. Gelatin supports this process by contributing to collagen formation within bone tissue, the lattice upon which minerals like calcium and phosphorus are deposited. Strong collagen leads to resilient bones, less brittle and more capable of bearing the weight of life itself. In the end, gelatin's contribution to bone, joint, and skin health reminds us that aging need not mean decline. It can mean refinement, a conscious partnership with the body's biology. By giving the body the materials it needs to maintain its form and function, we participate in the art of aging with integrity. This is not merely preservation, it is participation in the ongoing miracle of renewal that life offers, if we choose to support it wisely. When I look at the arc of human life, I see not a straight line of growth followed by decline, but a curve that can continue upward, if we support it with wisdom. Gelatin reminds us of something profound, that nature has already given us much of what we need to repair ourselves. Our task is not to outsmart the body, but to work with it, to listen, to nourish, to renew. After 50, our goal should not be to fight aging, but to cooperate with life, to give the body the tools it asks for, quietly, consistently, respectfully. When we do, we discover that vitality is not something we lose. It is something we maintain by choice. So I leave you with this thought. The secret to longevity is not found in laboratories or luxury, but in the humble act of understanding how the body heals itself. Begin there, and you will find that strength, resilience, and clarity are not privileges of youth. They are the rewards of wisdom. Thank you for listening, and thank you for choosing not just to live longer, but to live better.